I'm ready to get into the final phase of this build. I'm a little nervous. It's all coming together. Time to back that mass up. Oh, how's it going, everyone? You're watching the Green Dream Project. Jim here. Now, if you caught our last video, you know we've accomplished a major milestone on our rocket mass heater build. I've completed the manifold and the upper barrel. I have everything sealed and locked together. I'm ready to get into the final phase of this build. So come along, I gotta put a hole inside this dome. I guess technically the hole's already there. I just gotta, well, you'll see what I mean. So to anyone in the know that watched us build this dome, we actually have a small secret here. Well, not secret to those people that have been watching. While we were building, we actually stuck a metal bucket into the wall of the dome. And that is going to be where we exit the pipe for the rocket mass heater. See, we had a little bit of a plan going on beforehand. Let me show you what it looks like from the outside. See, there's our bucket hole. So basically I have to puncture a hole there in the bottom of that bucket so I can run the pipe through here. We'll finally be able to do something with this hole we've had in the dome up until now. All right, y'all, so I'm about to cut into this bucket. I'm a little nervous. It's been a long time coming. I've been looking forward to this for a while, but it's kind of crazy. This bucket's been in there for, well, it seems like forever now. It's kind of a big milestone cutting into this bucket and allowing our exit for the rocket mass heater. Ooh, it's crazy. It's all coming together, see? It's all part of the big plan. I finished cutting that hole in that bucket. All right, Jess, you ready? Ready to see the hole inside the dome? She could probably already see it. All right, come on inside. Yeah, what do you think? There's a hole inside of the dome now. Yeah. I mean, you always kind of knew there was a hole inside there, but now that it's cut away, it looks it's kind of crazy to see that just a big gaping hole in the side.
I actually forgot that we had like a bucket in the wall, so yeah, it's weird seeing the sky out there.
How many of you knew that there was a bucket in the side of the dome, and how many of you are surprised? Let us know in the comments down below. Pretty soon we'll have ducting going from the rocket mass heater outside the dome. Give me that ball. Oh. All right, back in the dome, I'm about to lay the base for the ducting for the rocket mass heater. And as you can see, just to kind of keep some of the cold air out last night after I put that hole in there, I put some towels just to keep out some of that cold air. But I could probably take that out, and I'm just gonna start bringing in a whole bunch of rocks and gravel and just kind of lay it out in this area over here. You've left me. That scare you? It's okay, girl. She was only scared for a little bit. Now she's checking it out. Okay. Watch out. Daddy's getting in here. All right, so now that I got a base of rocks down here, I'm gonna start putting some gravel in here. Not a whole lot, just a little bit to kind of fill in some of those gaps in between those rocks.
Crunicorn.
A magical crunicorn.
But crunicorns are mean.
All right, so I got the ducting laid out again. As you can see, everything's laid out real nicely. Eventually I'll want to make sure that there is roughly a 1/4 inch rise every 10 feet. So that's not going to be hard to achieve. You just want to make sure that there are no dips anywhere in the pipes. So I'm going to use a combination of self-drilling sheet metal screws and also this foil tape. It's been rated at least 300 degrees running temperature, so this should be perfect. Now I'll tape around the edges and then screw it in.
While Jim continues working on the rocket mass heater, I have a special project planned for the walls. This is something that I wanted to get done before we get the plastering done on the walls. So I'm going to try to take care of that right now. So I'm going to attempt to clean an area off over here on the wall. Maybe I'll just spray it with a little water. I'll see what the bags are like. I know in some areas on the wall, the bags are becoming very brittle. I'm going to spray some water on there and see what the bags look like underneath this mud.
Okay, now that I've gotten to that first 90, I'm going to go back over to here. All right, I'm going to have to cut some of this off and put that other 90 on. The hammer of Grabthaw. I will avenge thee. So this is the other part of that ducting that I cut the other day. I'm going to attach it to that 90-degree elbow. Obviously, I can't stick it into the 90-degree like this, so I'm going to try a little trick I learned. So I'm going to try this new crimping technique. Let's see if this works. All right, now that we got this section of ducting crimped, can I do my line? Crimping? You gotta know what crumping is before you understand crimping. No one's gonna get that, right? No one's gonna get that. No, okay. Okay, you wanna help me? Basically, I gotta get this into that 90-degree. It's looking good, we're through the wall. Oh, I should put a couple of screws in there and then we're set. I'll show you what this looks like from the outside.
I'm thinking of going over the bags with something, a paint or something to protect it a little bit, just to make sure that the bags hold together.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I'm just fitting these together real quick and then, because I think I'm going to have to cut that pipe. So I'm just going to see how much I have to cut. You find something interesting there, UV? Watch out, you got stinky breaths. Oh man, that's super close. All right, so I got a marker. Oh, hang on. Apparently she's got a mad case of the zoomies. There she is. All right, so I got a marker. Just kind of mark about what I need to cut off. Look at this, it's maybe like 4 or 5, maybe about 5 inches or so. Crazy. All right, well, take this outside and get to cutting. All right, last piece of the puzzle. All right, we're all attached. I just need to get some tape and some screws on some of these, and then we're good to go.
So this is the box that I'm going to be using for our truth window. I just need to make a few modifications to it and then I'll be ready to install it on the wall. So what I'm making here is something known as a truth window. It's something that's used sometimes in natural builds like this. I've seen it done in earth bag homes or straw bale homes. And basically what it is just this little window in the wall, and you open it up and it reveals what the house is made of, like the basic structure of the house beneath the plaster. With a house like an earth bag house or a straw bale home, you have this kind of interesting material that you're using to build it, but that all gets covered with some type of plaster. You don't get to appreciate that material that was used to build it just by looking at it. So I think it's a really cool way to get a glimpse inside, and I think it'll be a really interesting addition to our walls in here.
All right, everyone. So yesterday I got the ducting all laid out. We got it in place, and then I took the time last night just to get everything taped, get everything screwed together, and it is looking fantastic, if I do say so myself. So I'm almost done with the ducting. What I want to do now is get some cob out here so I can get that towel out of there, get some cabinet space. I'll probably put a little insulation between the ducting and the bucket that's still kind of like along the sides of the bags. Then put some more cob on the outside and then put the last piece in place. Now let me show you what's going up there. So I picked up this insulated tee, and this wasn't easy to get, but it's a really nice insulated piece of ducting. It's going to go on the outside of the dome. It should be a really important addition to the whole system, but it does have some weight. So what I'm going to try and do is cut this a little bit so that the tee gets as close to the wall as possible, and then try and cob it in place. And hopefully that'll give it enough support to keep it in place. Meanwhile, Yuvi's out here. She's trying to help me out. You gonna help me, Yuvi? You gonna help Daddy? All right, y'all, let's finish up this ducting. So I'm about to make up some cob. I was thinking about it for a little bit, and I'd like to make this a little bit more insulative than regular cob is. So I'm actually gonna add some perlite into the mix. It'll be a little less sensitive than perlite itself, but I think that'll make that area going outside of the dome a little bit more insulative. Now, I can't do much filming out here because the wind has just been crazy lately. But I'll bring you back inside when I start applying the cob. I can probably pull out this towel. I'm just gonna stuff my cob mix all around that area. We got that last late freeze. You tried covering up those plants, and what happened? What'd you notice today?
Didn't work. Yeah, the grapevine, the leaves withered, and I had a small mulberry tree. Looks like most of the leaves got some frost damage, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna bounce back, but you know, we probably won't be getting any grapes this year.
It's a little bit of change of tactics here, huh?
I'm gonna put cob on. I'm gonna have to build the cob up, and then I'll set the box into the cob. I think the cob needs to dry a little bit, and then I gotta build it up so it doesn't just, you know, fall off the wall.
Man, this is a huge milestone. So I got all the ducting complete, running from the barrel all the way to the outside. And we got our little insulated piece up there. Oh, so cool. Did a good job. That's a lot of tape you put up there, but it held, didn't it? And with that cob in there, it should hold it in place. I'll probably kind of work on that cob a little bit more and get that a little bit more secure, but I think that looks pretty good. How are you feeling about that?
It seems pretty good.
So this is exciting. Now that the ducting's in place, I can move on with building the bench, so we'll have actually some furniture in the dome. But I can't wait to fire that thing up. I'm excited. Don't forget to subscribe because this rocket mass, well, the rocket mass heater is pretty much done.
It's done.
Pretty much. Now it's just like the heater is done. Now I just need the mass. Time to back that mass up.
You can expect more jokes to come.
Oh yeah, there'll be tons of mass jokes coming up. All right, y'all, we'll catch you on the next video. Bye.